Alright, now on to part 4 of the Rapid Amazon Product Listing Setup, where I'm going to show you how to grab your piece of the Amazon real estate. I'm going to go ahead and do an Amazon Seller Central walkthrough and show you the important parts that we need to include in your listing setup. Let's go ahead and do that walkthrough now. In this lesson, I'm going to go through and teach you exactly what you want to be putting onto your Amazon product listing page directly through your Amazon Sellers account and show you exactly which parts you want to be putting in to make sure you get your product listed properly. So the first thing we're going to need is the UPC code. Now, ASM is going to provide you with your first one for your first product, and you can use that on your listing. And I'm going to show you again through a walkthrough in a second where to put that exactly in. To list a new product on Amazon, you need to have a UPC code. So we're going to utilize this UPC code to be able to make our first product listing in Amazon. And I'll show you exactly where to do that here in a second. Next, you're going to want to decide if you are going to use FBA or FBM. You'll have that choice, and I'm going to show you where you choose that. Most people are going to choose FBA, but again, you do have that option. So if there's times you want to choose, you'll see exactly where we're going to do that. Next, you're going to choose different options for different categories. So you're going to be able to pick which category that you want your product to be in, and I'll show you that. Now, it's not really that important. It can always be changed later, but I'm going to show you exactly where you can choose that. And then we're going to be adding some of these different things to your product listing. So we're going to be adding your images. I'm going to show you exactly where to put the title, where to put the information for your bullets and for your description, keywords, and then the most important fields that you should be filling out for your product listing in your Amazon Seller Central account. And here are some important fields that you want to make sure that you are completing. So the first thing is the key product features. So on the Amazon product page where those bullets come up right on the first fold, the first part of your Amazon listing, that's where the information is put to show those bullets on your page. Next, we want to make sure we put in key search terms. So the keyword research that we did, you want to make sure that you plug those into where it asks for the keyword search terms. I'm going to show you exactly where that is. And this is going to be used to help rank your product organically in Amazon. Now, of course, there are a lot more factors that are in the Amazon algorithm that helps rank your product, but this will definitely help Amazon to be able to determine what your product is about, and you'll want to put those search terms in there to help rank for them. And there's going to be 3 different places where we're going to put our price. We're going to put the manufacturer's retail price, so that'll be the highest one. Then you're going to put the price that you're offering. Usually put that a little less than the manufacturer's retail price. And then we're going to have your sale price, which is going to be the price that you're actually going to sell your product. And this is going to display as always being on sale, and very important to make sure you set this up correctly, because when people are looking for sales and they see that your price is marked down, or it looks like your price is marked down really well, it's going to help get you more sales. I'm going to show you exactly where to do that. Next, you're going to add your product dimensions and your weight. Now, this is needed for FBA. If you don't know it yet, then you can hold off until you actually have your sample, or you can ask your supplier. You're going to need to know what those dimensions and weight are before you send it to FBA. Because when I go through the lesson and show you how to do your first inventory order, you're going to need to have this information before we can have the order go through for the FBA shipment. And lastly, we're going to go through other product category specific data. Now, this could be different depending on what your product is and the category you're in, but I'm going to show you some fields that might be pertinent to your product and in the areas that you're going to be able to put those in. So let me go ahead now and log into my Amazon Seller Central account, and let's go through the walkthrough of listing a new product. Okay, so I'm here now in my Amazon Sellers account. I'm going to show you exactly what to go through to list your new product. So you're going to want to start by hovering over Inventory and click on Add a New Product. And that'll bring up this page right here, and I'll say Find it on Amazon. The first thing Amazon wants you to do is they want you to put your name, your product in here, so you can do a search, and it's going to be looking to find other similar products or other brands that your product is. But we are going to start right here because we know that we are starting with a brand new brand, and it's not in the Amazon catalog. So we're going to click on Create a New Product. And when we do that, Amazon then wants us to try to find a category. So we're going to put in here what our product is. So let's put in our main keyword, which is our fogless shower mirror. Okay, so I put in fogless shower mirror. I'm going to click on Find Category, and it's going to give us our suggestions of what Amazon thinks would be our best option. So it has beauty, home and garden, sporting goods. There's 3 different options and the specific categories within them. So it has shower mirrors, which is probably exactly what we want. It's funny, that's in furniture and decor. It has personal mirrors. That could be an option as well. Shower caddies under bathroom and accessories. If we're going to go for the portable travel one that we saw some options, that would be down here. You can put that in the sporting goods area. You can also use here personal makeup mirrors. That's a personal mirror, but that's going to be specific to beauty. So because this is going to be focused on males and females, I'm going to actually do the first one here, which is the shower mirror. So I'll click on that. So it brings up the page here that Amazon's going to start asking us for our product information, our details. So the first area that brings up is the vital information. Now see, Amazon tells you exactly what you need to put in there. So it has an asterisk here for the product name, has an asterisk here for the brand name, and down here for the unit count. So let's go ahead and start filling this in. The product name is, you see it says maximum 250 characters. That is our title. So for this category, we can actually put the maximum of 250 characters that we did for our title. So go ahead and paste your title in here. So I went ahead and pasted our title for the fogless shower mirror in here. Now as soon as I click off this, now it'll put up a little box here and it says possible capitalization error. Now it wants to go through and make different things capitals and other things not capitals. I like the way I did it, so usually I'll just click ignore. So if you want to do it the way Amazon is suggesting, you can hit change. If not, you hit ignore and then that'll go away. So next thing is our brand name that you want to put here, and our brand name is Lovable Bath. So I've gone ahead there and put Lovable Bath into our brand name. So under here, under manufacturer, you can actually put the name of the company if you wanted to. If your product has a model number, you can put that in there. Part number, probably not, but if it did, that's where it would go. Now down here, it asks you the quantity for sale in the package. So for this one, it's just going to be, it's just one mirror. So you can just put in there just one, because you're only getting one mirror. Now down here, it says unit count. It has an asterisk by that. If ever you have any questions of what something is, you can actually click on it. So if I click on unit count right here, I'm not really sure what that is, for example. It says the number of units in the product, used to divide the price and displayed the price per unit. Okay, so in here again, we only have one. There's only one mirror in there. If we're selling more than one mirror, then we would, if it's a mirror like a, so let's say it's a 3-count box, we would put 3 in there. If you're selling candles and maybe there's 6 candles in a box, you could put, you put 6 there. But that's where you would put the unit count. And it says, what is the unit count type? So again, let's click on that and see what exactly they're asking for. And here it says the name of the unit being priced. So this is used in the price per unit feature and displayed to customers. So it's a unit of measure. So in here, I'm just going to write item. So it's just one item, it's just one mirror, and that's what we're going to put in that one. If you're doing different variations, this is where you would go through and do different size and colors or different things that comes in. Now, as we have been teaching you in our lessons, we want to start with just one variation, just one product. So we just leave that blank. We're not doing any different variations. And then here is the UPC code that you got from ASM. That's where you're going to plug in your UPC code right in here. And I'm going to go ahead and paste mine in there now. Alright, so I've gone ahead and posted my UPC code in there, and it says there's 1 character left. Don't worry about it. It has all the characters it's supposed to have, so if it says 1 character less, don't worry about it. It'll work just fine. As long as it's a valid UPC code, it'll go through just fine. So then we're going to click the next button here in the bottom right-hand corner. And this is going to take us to the offer page. So you have the option here to skip this offer and do it later, but let's go ahead. I'm going to do the walkthrough and have you do it now. So I'm going to go ahead and start filling some of this information out. Now, the first one here says seller SKU. Now, if you don't have a SKU, Amazon will create it for you. If you do want to start keeping better track of stuff, you can make your own SKUs. So that's an option if you want to put it there. If you want to do your own SKU, you're going to go through and you can just be a little more descriptive. So you can say like fogless shower mirror, and you can add that in there, but I'm going to leave that blank. I'll have Amazon create that for me. Now, the condition, everything that we're going to be selling is going to be in a new condition, so I'm going to put new there, and then we can skip down to the price. Alright, so when we're searching for the fogless shower mirrors, there is a range of anywhere from $10 all the way up to $40. So since we're doing the premium product, if I was sourcing this product myself, I would be sourcing the best product to be able to compete with that $40 price level. So I want to be higher than that because I want the sale price to be right around that $40 price level, and I want people to think that they're getting a great deal. So I'm going to go ahead and put into this price point, I'm going to put $59.99 as the price that would be my price. The manufacturer's price, I'll show you where you put that. I'm going to actually put that $10 higher, so it keeps on showing that we are offering a better price. And then what I'll do for the sale price is I'm going to offer $39.95. Now whenever you do a sale price, you go ahead and it's going to ask you for a sale start date and a sale end date. So when I click on this, it's going to say what day is, I'm going to put for today, and that would be the start date. So if we were selling this, it would go live right away on this sale. And the end date, since this is a sale that I want to run continuously, I will push this back really at a far date. So it's totally up to you, because whenever you are offering this, obviously it's going to be offered on sale at this price. So if you're offering just a short sale, you would want to do what I'm doing now, but this is a sale price that I want to be always basically always on sale. So I would actually go through and I would change this date to be very late. So see, I'm putting down there the end of December of 2020. So this will make sure this is going to be on sale for over 5 years. And you can always go ahead and change that. So whatever you do for the end date, just make sure you put it consistently maybe for products as you add them, so you know what that's going to be. But like I said, you can go over here and you can change this at any time. But this is a sale that I always want to be on sale, so you can put this out as far as you like. And then if you want to add some of this other information, you can, but with FBA, it's gonna be handled for you. So the handling time is all gonna be handled by FBA. If it was FBM, you would go through here and say how long it takes you to get it shipped after the order goes through. So 1 day, 2 days. If you want to add gift options, you can do that right here. Amazon will charge your customers extra. If you have a product like this product is our shower mirror, and it might be something during the holiday time that people want to have a gift option, so I will include that. So Amazon has that option on our product page. Now you don't have to worry about any of this stuff here. If you want to include where it's imported from, that's up to you. You don't have to do that. And down here is where you can choose between the FBA and FBM. So if you choose this top one, this is I want to ship the item myself to the customer if it sells. This is FBM. So this is fulfilled by merchant. What we're going to want to do though is we're going to want to do the second option, which is I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service for my items if they sell. So we want to choose this second option because this will be our FBA option. So make sure you click on the second option here. Now go ahead, you'll see the important message. It says we've chosen to do to Amazon fulfill the orders for us, and that your item will be available for sale as soon as Amazon receives it. Okay, and of course they're going to have fees, and if you want to learn what those fees are, you can click on Learn More. So I'm going to click on the next button here. And the next area here is where we're going to add our images. So to add images, all we have to do is click on the Browse button. This is going to be your main image. So your best image that you have of your product, and remember as we talked about in earlier lessons, we want to have the product really stand out fully on the page. So our best product that shows our picture, that fully shows the product, and it's going to be on a white background. All you have to do this is just you're going to hit Browse, and you're going to go into your computer and find where that image is, and you're going to put that in there. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, see, so I went ahead and I found the image, and I put this image as one of the images that I had from a supplier image, and you see how it shows my product and it has the white background. Now you're going to want to go ahead and do this for each of the 9 picture options that you have available. So you go ahead and you click on Browse for each one of these and put the different picture on each one. So you want to, again, like we talked about earlier, make sure that you use all 9 image options that Amazon allows you to do. Once you go ahead and add all those and browse and find each one, you'll have one in each area, and then you're going to go ahead and click the next button. And this area is the description. Now, when we talked about before the key product features, this is where it's going to come up as bullets. So it tells you right here that you're going to use these to highlight your product's most important qualities, aka your features. Okay, what is your product offering to your customers? How is it solving those problems that we talked about? You're going to put that in here and see that it allows you to do a maximum number of 100 characters per line. And then down here it has the product description, and this is where we're going to paste that HTML code that we did either with your ASM compressor tool or when you created it from the HTML template. You're going to paste that right in here, and that's going to be the code and all right in there. So let me go ahead and do some of that right now. Alright, so you see I've gone ahead and pasted some information in here. Now again, you just put some stuff in here. You can go ahead and do a lot more later. You can tell that I'm not using my maximum 100 characters per line right here. I'm just putting some information. I just plugged some of the key features from the product description that I did, and then I pasted the code that we had, the HTML code and our description in down here, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. So once you have that information, you're going to click on the next button. Okay, so on this next page here, the first part at the top asks for the search terms, and these are the keywords that Amazon is asking us to put in there. Now what we're going to do, Amazon actually wants us to put different keywords that we actually put in, that we're focused on our title. So we're going to actually put different keywords in here that we're trying to get more traffic to. And also they want us to put in here just not repeat words, put them in there with a keyword and a space, keyword space. In the example down here it shows that they use a comma, but we're actually not going to do this. We're going to actually just put other keywords that we're not targeting in our title, and put them in there with spaces, and we'll fit as many in there as we can. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so I've went ahead now and put some search terms in there. I got these search terms basically from my research in Merchant Words and also with the Google Planner. So you see I put all kinds of different terms that were related to my fogless shower mirror. And I put these in there as words, just spaced out with no punctuation in there whatsoever. And you see I was able to fit a bunch of keywords in there. Now you know that you can't put any more when you're at the end here, and you space it over, it won't let you go any further. Then that's you can't put any more. So if you are in the middle of a word, and you have to just go and put it in the in a different area there. So you have 5 different rows here to work with. So go ahead and just maximize that space. Again, you want to put it in there, different keywords that you were not targeting in the title, and this gives you more bang for your buck here. And make sure you just put it in there separated with just a space. The next says intended use. So it's going to ask you, for what activities is this product used for? So you can use it in the bathroom. It's going to give you, Amazon's going to give you these suggestions and tell you, what it thinks the best one is. So obviously this one is for the bathroom. It's also going to be for home. And if you have other suggested terms, you can put in there show all suggested, and there's really not much more that's putting in there. So maybe I can ask, you can put your own terms. So I'm going to put in here shower. And I'm also going to put in bathroom. So there we go. We got that for intended use. So then it asks you who your target audience is. And this can be for men and women. Don't put adults in there. Usually when you put adults, it's thinking that this is an adult theme, and it's going to then limit your listing. So men, women, and that'll be pretty much who's going to be using this item. So that'll be perfect. Other attributes, of course, it comes up anti-fog, perfect. Health and personal care features, definitely. Wall mounted, it will be actually shower mounted, but you can put that in there as well. And maybe you can add in there for your own terms, shower mounted. All right, I've gone ahead and put that in there. So subject matter, then it's going to ask you to choose up to 5 terms to contribute. And makeup, women could use that for makeup in the shower. Maybe that would work. We can put in there shaving, probably is more appropriate. So I've gone ahead and put in shaving. And if you want to put more terms in there, you can put comma and whatever the other terms are that you want to put in there. So this one I went ahead and just added shower shaving as well. Now down here for platinum keywords, this says for platinum merchants only. You would know if you're a platinum merchant. It takes a lot of volume before you can ever become a platinum merchant. So none of us here are platinum merchants, and so you're just going to leave that blank. And then we're going to hit next and go to the last area. And this is the more detail column. So we're going to go ahead and put a few different information things in here, and it's going to go over some areas that you might have to put in for your specific product and category. So hazardous material type. Now, if this was something that you were doing, that would be something that you would add in here. Our product is not hazardous, so we don't have to worry about that. But here's where we're going to put the product dimensions. So I'm going to go ahead and put the product dimensions of my product in here. And my product is 8 inches by 6 inches by 1 inch. So I'm going to then put the category of inches. If you want to use any of the other, millimeters, centimeters, you can do that as well. However way you measure it, just go ahead and make sure you put the appropriate unit of measure in here. And then the weight of the item you would put here. And for this product, it's 12 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and put ounces as a unit of measure. So I put that there. So here's the manufacturer's suggested retail price. And this is the one that you want to have the highest. So like I said before, I'm going to put this at $69.99. And so now it's going to show as $69.99 as my manufacturer's retail price. And I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. Consumer notice, you don't have to worry about this. Shipping weight. So this is after it's already in the box what the shipping weight is going to be. Now if you're sending this to FBA will put this in there for you, but I'm going to go ahead. I already know that the shipping weight with the box is going to be right around 1 pound. So I'm going to have to put that in there. And this helps too if you're doing FBM, then this is how it's going to determine what the price of shipping is if you're charging your customers shipped based on the shipping weight. All right, so color I'm just going to leave blank. I don't have to worry about doing any of this stuff, any of this size, skin type. Now, if you were doing some type of different things for this product, you're doing something with like creams or whatnot, skin creams, you would put that in here, and you could put those different specific things in there. So we don't have any of that. Hair types, we don't worry about any of that thing. Here you can put the directions of how to use your product. If you want, you can put that in there. It gives you an example of, take 1 tab daily. You can put the directions of how to use the shower mirror. We don't have to worry about that right now. Indications, again, if it was something that you can put in there what it actually is doing for the customer, I could put in there improve your overall shave experience. That would be fine. If you're doing supplements, you would put in the ingredients in here. Again, we're not doing adult products. If you want to target a specific gender, you would choose that here. We're doing both female and male, so we're not going ahead and do that. So you can go through and see all these different things that you could possibly choose. There's a lot of them, and they would be specific to what you're doing. But we don't have to do any of that. If there's that red asterisk, we don't need to put it in there. Now your package dimensions, this is where you would put the shipping package dimensions, and again, FBA will do that for you. As long as you have your product dimension above, you don't have to do that. If you are doing FBM, you would want to put these dimensions in here, because again, that could determine the different shipping prices that you are charging your customer. If you're doing anything with batteries, you have all that detailed information down here with lithium battery and cells. So anyway, that's important information for specific products only. You don't have to worry about it, and you'll see that there's a lot of different options there. So when you're all finished, you click on Save and Finish, and Amazon's going to go ahead and create that listing for you. All right, so this page that comes up here next is Amazon's asking us then to send and replenish inventory. And this is where we're going to be creating our inventory order for FBA. I'm not going to go through this right now because I'm actually teaching this to you in a separate lesson. So I hope that the walkthrough was very beneficial. You saw the different pieces of the listing that you need to fill out for your Amazon product page, and different options as well that are in there. And remember, you only have to fill out the ones that have the asterisk to them to get your listing first up, and you can go ahead and edit this at any time. Alright, and I just wanted to show you the live page on Amazon. I actually went to my inventory and clicked on the listing, and when you do that, you'll see that it has Amazon.com and it has the live link right here. That would be the URL that we're going to use to promote in Module 4. So that's how you get that URL. You just click on your product and it'll bring up your page. You'll see I only have one picture in there, but there's the picture that's showing live. It shows our title and exactly where we put it with a lovable bath. Of course, we don't have a review yet. It has just a few bullets that I put in there. And if we scroll down here, you'll see the product description and how it stands out nicely the way we wanted it to with the HTML description, and then the product details that we did put into the page, it shows it in there. So there you go. That's what the listing will look like once you get it up. And of course, you're going to ever be updating and changing it. Make sure you put those other images. I just didn't do it for this example. So with that said, let's move on to the next lesson.